Girl, I was thinking about something fun. Like, something crossed my mind that is it true if if someone or somebody have like a high degree, like bachelor degree, master degree, or even doctorate, does that means that it suddenly make the person it's educated? Well, not always true, because not every person that have like a high degree in school or in life, like formal academic degree, doesn't always educated. Well, educated in here means that that person is literate, have a high literation, and can articulate well, like both verbally and written, and also have like a good etiquette, good attitude, and also like have a good moral compass. And not always. And yeah, there is a lot in this world we see in the news. Like often those even with the highest degree not have like moral compass. And I think we even young people need to understand that if you want to be educated, you don't have to, well, college is great, school is great, but there is a form of like education. When we think about we want a high education, a motorcycle, we always thought that okay, I want to go into master degree, I want to go to Ivy League, but going there doesn't always make you educated or doesn't always make you successful. So back to the intention. Make sure what is your intention first. If you want to be educated, like the education we often think of is only always like formal education. But there are so much underrated in formal education, like reading books. Like if you want to be educated, you must work on your literation, which I'm doing right now. I'm reading books, and the more I read books, like the more I like became interested in it and it became more fun. For anyone that think that book is not fun, maybe you read the wrong books. Maybe you just read the books that everyone are reading. Like 2 years ago, the definition that I read books, it's just, the book that everyone self-development, like, the books, like Atomic Habit, like every book that everyone read. Like, okay, it's great, but it's not the most fun. And now switching into more fiction, because fiction book is so underrated, okay? Fiction book is very much underrated. And then yeah, if you want to be more educated, and also other than the other tool is writing. Writing is so underrated. Like I need more people, everyone to start writing anything, writing with your hand, writing with your pen, writing with your everyone type, typing and writing, it's not always the same thing, right? And then once like you read more and then you write more, it will lead you to becoming more well educated person. It is because when you read, like I feel like it trained me to be more an observant person, one, and number two, when I read, I feel like it's like I am becoming more less reactive, and then I am developing my empathy. Like I'm becoming more empathy, like to the character. Even if you read books, fiction book, if you read from Jane Austen or the other books, you will like empathize more, even if it's violent, even if it's the antagonist. Like you will becoming more like, okay, I understand them, but I also see why they do this, why he do this, and then you understand more about the big picture. It will give you more about the sea helicopter view of what's going on. And then like little did I realize that in my day-to-day life also, it's not that I didn't feel things deeply anymore, but it's becoming like, okay, like I'm not that deeply affected anymore, just allowing things to come and go, just like a reader, just like an author. And another part of this is writing. When I write, like it feel like, you know, when your idea wants to came out, and when you write, it feel like the mind body connection. Especially I was like, you know, sometimes I feel more anxious than usual, and then I used to go to therapy, but this is for another video. But that's why I start writing every single day, and then it just felt, you know, it feel more grounding. When I write, it feel more grounding, and it feel more just in touch with our source. And other than literation, you know, education, like informal education, now everything have courses. And the best thing about studying by yourself, not going to college, but you study, you know, you don't, if you want to study, you don't have to go to college. You can just study, like start studying. I'm doing this like in my YouTube. I create like a playlist of what I love to study, and recently I'm into history. If you watch Predictive History by Prof. Jiang, and then another one also, it's more about psychology, which I love, Caroline Myss, which talking more about archetype, and Carl Jung, like reference from Carl Jung archetype. And especially if you like me, if you don't like reading academic books, oh my god, like we live in a time that we are so lucky that we can access this through YouTube. We can access education, we can access literation, we can access this knowledge that is so expensive, but we can access this for free, just by our own quota. And mama, like people like take this for granted, like take this blessing for granted. And if you still want to go to college, that's fine. I also went to college, and then I realized that I love the art of studying, but sometimes, most of the time, like the structure, you know, you will understand what I mean. Like the structure of every university, every formal education, like school, college, university, it's like it's not built for especially neurodivergent people. It's not built for us. Like it's like strict, and sometimes it's not that human. You know, what do you mean? You are required to go there every single day, 9 to 5, and then you expect us to love learning? And it's actually weird that after I graduate, and after I have more free time, and I get more freedom to choose what I learn. I get more freedom when do I want to learn. I get more freedom how much I want to learn today and what I want to learn. Like, do I want to read books or do I want to watch a lecture in the YouTube? Like, I think the basic, like what I love about formal education, I love the knowledge, but I don't love the system that is so strict, that is so, you know, like it feel like a cage sometimes. Yeah, you go there and then, and also when I go to college, university, like I didn't get to read more books because I don't like it anymore and I don't have time because I always have this so much homework, this so much responsibility, like group class, yeah. But if you like to study, just start studying by yourself and it's more fun. Seriously, it's more fun and I can learn. You know, it's not bound by like one major like in formal education. I can learn about psychology, I can learn about art. Yeah, use it. Use this tool that already available for you at this time, at this place, and then we never know in the future. I don't think it's going to be free forever. We never know. So utilize it while it's available for you right now. And yeah, like after that, I am genuinely grateful that I now figuring out the way which will allow me to keep learning, love to learn, and then yeah, I think that's all for today for now. So see you again. Bye bye, and learn, read more books. Seriously, it's I think reading now is a rebellious act toward the degrading attention span epidemic. Okay, bye bye.